creme, bring that ice, boy.
Walking, know that side, yeah, they can't tell me why. Word, I don't even need no lies. Ayy, got my own little spy. Ayy, look me in my eyes.
Hey, what is going on, guys? So just here, and today we're back again for yet another video. And today we're actually having a switch up today. We're not in the studio and we're not doing anything else. We are in Shindo Life. I've been meaning to start a series on Shindo Life stuff, and I've just never gotten to it or never had kind of the will to do it. But today we're actually be covering the new Bolt Bloodline that had came out a couple of days ago or yesterday. I'm already forgetting. But I would say it's honestly out of all the quirks of it, not quirks, Jesus, I can't believe I said that. Out of all of the bloodlines that are currently in the game that have a similar rarity to this, it's definitely the best. So basically, it's I would probably have to say in its rarity range that it's the best one so far. It does not have a mode and no, nothing really that special, but we're gonna equip the Jin just so we can have that extra damage. So the first move is very very similar to if you have Curse Mark. Its second mode has a dual Chidori Lamiant or something like that. I forget the name of it, and it's basically the same thing, just yellow, and it has this really cool after effect as with it as well, and it does AOE damage. I think it's pretty sick. It does around 42 in base when you're S3, and we're actually going to test it here with the Night Sail's cloak to see if it hits almost 60. Okay, so yeah, it's just a little bit above 60 when you're in S3. I'd assume it probably will do in the 50,000s range with any other rank, and I definitely recommend it. So the second move is almost like the Tensegon, except for you shoot a lot more out of it, and it does not have auto seeking. Um, it does a lot of damage, and it also has a slight stun to it. It's not like a stun that lasts like 20 seconds or 5 seconds or anything like that. It just lasts for maybe enough for you to get another little hit in. Um, it's definitely a good move. If it had auto seeking, it would be insane, but it doesn't. And the range is actually pretty good on this. You see, we just about hit that tree over there from here, so it's not bad range. It's about PvP arena range. Um, and the last move is it's similar to all of the sand or the mud move or the mud move, but the basically what it does, it's several waves that just kind of goes through a target, and each one hits the one in front of it. So I don't necessarily know how many there are. I'm pretty sure there's 5 of the orbs that are a part of it, and they all do about 12k, 12k ish, 11k ish, which is pretty good damage. I'm not disappointed with it at all. I think that they did really really good on this new bloodline. For a 1 out of 40, it's really good. The next thing that I want to go over as far as new stuff, I know that Sengoku came out about a week ago, and I just kind of wanted to briefly touch up on it and what it does, and that's what we'll do right now. So with Sengoku, it does have 2 versions of its mode. It has its first mode, which is its C spec is the meteor drop, and basically what you do is you drop 3 meteors out of the sky. I'm pretty sure it's 3 explosions, but I could be wrong. Who knows? As far as the combat goes, you do get this like cool little effect when you have combat. It does it with weapons or without. I actually really like this. The damage is pretty decent too. So coming into our first move, we have the full body Susanoo Chidori with the Amaterasu or black flames with it, and basically you just go up and then you do a big AoE hit, and it hits everything around it. It once again, it's kind of in the 50s, 60s range. If you're F0, it probably does a little under 50k as far as damage goes. The next move is actually probably one of my most favorite moves in the game. It's basically a gravitational pull into about it's about this far away from you. I think it's about the range. And basically, it just pulls all the targets in one spot and then Amaterasu's it, which is awesome. So you got that initial pull that does about 10 to 11k, and then the actual Black Flames does 60. So it's 70k damage is still a lot, and you could obviously pull off the combo right after it. Um, the last move is supposed to be like similar to Shisui's counter, or it's like an uncounter, I think it said. So ultra counter. So it's basically like Shisui's. I've actually never used it. Um, we can grab a quest real quick and we could show it off, and we could actually use the uh, the second form of this. We can use the C spec and the Q spec as well. I don't know if this, yeah, this one doesn't have a Q spec, but its Susanoo body does. So we're gonna hurry up and go down there and try to do this before the mode runs out. As far as channel content goes, just leave comments below about what you want me to do, like reviews on, and give you an idea of where it varies between all the other KGs or moves in the game. I don't have all the sub abilities, but I have all the KGs besides Golden Byakugan, which I preferably don't like. But let's get right into this move. We're just gonna borrow this guy real quick, and hopefully he attacks us. Okay, so he didn't attack us while we're using that, which is kind of dumb. But so the second move, the second thing does not change the actual color or anything, but you get this full body Susanoo with the lightning variant of it, and it's super cool. We're about to run out of this, so we'll let that recharge. So as far as Sengoku goes, it's definitely really good. I can't say it's the best. Tengoku and Rengoku are still really good to use as far as PvP combat goes. I think Sengoku personally leans towards the AoE or grinding part of the game, or of course war mode. The AoE damage on it is really good, and the fact that you can pull about, I think the limit is 5 targets, or it might be 3. I'm not quite for sure. I haven't tested it, but the gravitational flame is really good, especially if if you're in war mode, you got a lot of targets to take out. You'd use that. And then the last move, I mean, I don't personally know what it does yet, so we're about to see if we can figure that out. Okay, so basically it's a dodge with an Amaterasu, and then it drops a meteor. So if someone's trying to hit you, you dodge them, you Amaterasu them, and you drop a meteor on them. Which that's honestly pretty good, especially with the explosion AOE damage, which is disgusting. We're gonna try to work our way into this mode, and we'll show that off a little bit. Okay, so as far as the Susanoo goes, or Susanoo, the C spec is kind of like it's almost like the first move that you have for the set, and it just pops off a little bit of explosion, as far as I know. And then the Q spec is it's about the same as Sasuke's. You just kind of shoot little black flame arrows out, and then it of course hits the target. But that's just about it for Sengoku. I would have to rank it between its rarity and what kind of stuff it provides. I would personally say that full body Susanos are not really that beneficial anymore. Personally, I would stick with the first form, because the area damage of this is just disgusting. I mean, it's literally like 5 clay bombs. So just a damage debuff basically, but it's like 5 of them, which, you know, that's that's still a lot of meteors to be dropping. And as far as suits and as far as full body goes, its damage is really good, but the problem with full body Susanos now is that you can't double up on forms like what most people want to do. And then at the same time, you know, you're worried about your mode running out much faster now. Like the full body is really getting the towards the debuffed side. Like it's it's supposed to be fair, and at the same time, you know, you don't get infinitely comboed by a Susano. But I personally think that the game, and they might have went a little bit overboard with how much mode it takes. So like you can see now, it's going down by 25, right? If we go to the full body, you see it drops. It drops like 3 times that. You know, so instead of losing 25, you're losing about 75 to 100 mode every second. And you know, it's quite disappointing, but at the same time, you know, they wanted to make the game a little bit fair versus the Susanos being a little bit too overpowered. But other than that, that's really all I have for you guys today. The next video I'll be posting will be either later today or tomorrow. And I'm going to be doing showing you guys some grinding techniques to help you speed up your leveling, because you know we want to flex that S3. Everyone does. No one cares about reputation. So yeah, that's really all I have for you guys today. Leave in the comments below what other bloodlines you would like me to do. Leave a showcase on or anything like that. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.